Hello, guys. So far, watched Jawan just now. I just came back from the from a shopping mall here. That's where I watched Hoist Cinemas. It was a 9 o'clock show on a Thursday, and almost like it was not a big screen. It was a small screen, but it was like almost 60% full, 60 to 70% full. Like I was kind of surprised. So, how is the movie? I actually like the movie. I mean, I I I didn't have much expectations because I know what Atlee movies are like. So, for a non-Tamil audience, who if you're watching, so he's like a typical commercial kind of mainstream kind of director who was given a lot of hits, and some movies like they're not they didn't do well also. And I know his style, so I wasn't expecting a lot. And it's a Shah Rukh Khan movie, obviously. It's like I was expecting it to be some kind of commercial kind of movie. Okay, hold on. Now I probably will say I think I'm sure I'll say some spoilers. So if you've not watched the movie, go watch the movie. I mean, I loved it. If you're a Shah Rukh Khan fan, I mean, for sure you're gonna love it. If you're like just a typical Indian movie fan, I think you'll like the movie too. So yeah, it's a very good movie. So if I had to summarize, I would say this. So it's the DNA of the movie is a Tamil DNA. So what I mean by that is, so in Tamil cinema there have been movies like Gentleman, Indian, Ramana, those kind of movies. So it basically talks about some kind of Robin Hood kind of guy who who takes money from the rich and gives it to the poor. Is a typical that kind of attitude, and there's a lot of politics involved in, like, through that process he explains what's wrong with the government, what's wrong with the society, and that kind of stuff. So it's a very Tamil DNA. Why I'm saying is a Tamil DM, because I've not seen any other movie industry make such movies. It's a Tamil thing, I guess. I don't know, but and I didn't expect Atlee to make such a movie. So what I'm trying to say. So I was kind of surprised, pleasantly surprised, because I liked the movie. And watching Shah Rukh Khan do such a role, I mean, it was really fresh, and it was very it was new. I mean, it was refreshing to see someone from the Bollywood do something like this, because I don't think that there's been like a proper Bollywood movie that this kind of, it's probably a new genre to the Bollywood audience. Um, to the non-Tamil audience or non-South Indian audience, I would say, because Shankar's movies, they do well pretty much in the whole of South India. So if you watch Shankar's movies, you know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, I mean, it's funny. It has great action sequences. Shah Rukh Khan literally kicks ass throughout the movie. I loved it. If there's lots of surprises, lots of things. Like, the only thing that I wish I could have done, like watch it in India, in one of those theaters, maybe in Pune where I used to live, or because I missed the Indian way of watching movies. Like, there's the people over here, they don't make much noise. There's no whistles, nothing like that. It's so I missed that, because I actually I mean, some of the scenes, I should say, I would have loved, like, it would have been a completely different experience if I watched it in India amongst the Shah Rukh Khan fans. You know what I mean? Because there are some scenes that, like, that made for him, like it was like custom made for Shah Rukh, and I can only imagine how it would be like watching. Like I'm sure the people in the fans, Shah Rukh fans, are gonna go crazy like watching his movie in the theaters. Wow. So yeah, on the whole, I love the movie. Now I'll maybe get into spoilers. So if you have not watched the movie, watch it. You'll love it if you're a Shah Rukh Khan fan, especially. Okay, let's talk about the positives and the negatives. I've noted down certain things. Starting like on the whole, like this, I think is like a new kind of pan-Indian movie. If this movie does well, see, I'm talking from my of my taste. As far as my taste goes, I like this kind of movies because I'm a Tamil. Now I'm not sure if this is gonna work well with the non-Tamil audience. Although I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. But if it does well, I think this would set an example for a new kind of pan Indian movie where you talk you talk politics in a movie, you question the government. It's always been like that in the Tamil industry. So there's always directors who make movies who question indirectly, question the government through different actresses, through certain scenes. And that's what movie is supposed to do, right? Like movie is not just entertainment. So it's a very powerful medium. You're supposed to question you know things. Like it's a kind of journalism, I would say. Like movie is just not a movie. And I don't think I've ever seen a Bollywood movie that this does this kind of Bollywood actors hardly speak up against issues that happens, except for some of the puppets, you know what I mean. And so that if this movie does well, this is going to be like a new kind of a Bollywood movie, new kind of a genre maybe in a Bollywood. And I mean, let's hope that happens. So that is something new. That's what I wanted to say. Second thing is um, Shah Rukh's acting. I'm not a big fan of Shah Rukh. Right, his acting I always found it to be a bit cringy, like overacting and all that kind of stuff. But in this movie, he's not done that. He's like reduced that overacting a little bit. He's done it. He's tried to do it subtly, which actually works. And surprise, surprise, there's two Shah Rukhs. That was like a pleasant surprise, like just before the interval. Literally, he kicks ass in this movie. It's like almost like watching John Wick. You know what I mean? Like the action sequences are brilliant. Right from the beginning of the movie, the action sequences. I don't know who the stunt master is, or like flawless action sequences. Mm, and they have used, unlike the typical Bollywood where movies are mostly based in Delhi or Mumbai, like we see different faces of all kinds of Indians. You see Indians from the northeast, you see South Indians, you see Punjabis, so yeah, all kinds of Indians. That I think that's what's supposed to be. That's what an Indian movie should be like, right? India is such a diverse country. You shouldn't always make movies about like some people in Delhi, these posh South Mumbai people who have no idea what outside world is like. I mean, come on, like the northeast and like eastern part of India is completely like, I mean, they are as if they are from a different country. That Bollywood thinks for some reason. They like there's no representation from that part of India. I mean, they're part of India, isn't like that's such an unfair thing to do. At least like slowly, I hope it changes. In this movie, the starting of the movie itself, they show some kind of I don't know what where it is set in, but there's a lot of northeastern Indians. That's a village, like a mountain village type of place that they show in the movie. Yeah, that's another thing that I like from the movie. And there's a lot of Tamil faces and names. I mean, the non-Tamils won't be able to relate to it, but I like it if like if you're from a certain place, you should support your wherever whoever you're coming from, right? You should support the people, and he has made use of lots of Tamil faces, Tamil actors in this movie. As a Tamil, I kind of like it because unlike some actresses in the past, once they go to the Bollywood, they say bye bye tata to South movie industry. Although they would have like started their career in the South movie industry, they look at like the South industry as if like some kind of inferior industry to Bollywood. I've already made a video about this some time back.